Homie Circle podcast.
Welcome to the Homie Circle
I'm
podcast.
Justin.
Today, our host
No.
is
Hey
Justin, and
guys,
today with my
welcome to the
co-hosts
Homie
is
Circle
Hayden,
podcast.
Hayden,
I'm
And
and
I'm Jaden.
Justin.
I'm
We have
Hayden.
Amanda,
I'm
we have
Justin.
Jaden, we have
Um,
Eve, and then we have me,
Hi.
yours truly, Hayden.
hey guys,
Hi,
welcome to the
Hayden.
Homie Circle podcast. The only place. The only place. I got Hayden with me. Introduce yourself. I've got Jaden.
Hayden.
Hi there.
I got Eve. I have Amanda. And I am Justin. Today we're here to talk to you about
I'd like to talk about
Okay.
a time in kindergarten where I said present during attendance, and the child that went next said Lightning McQueen present. Now, Lightning McQueen was a very popular subject at the time. This was
You told me this.
2009, 2010. Lightning McQueen, I love Lightning McQueen. Lightning McQueen was very popular. And then kindergarten.
Yeah.
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 I find
Number
it
one.
frankly not only insulting but very lowbrow humor for them to just say Lightning McQueen and then say present. I assume it's because they thought they were receiving Lightning McQueen as a gift. Small children can't make this difference between present as in yes, I'm present, or present as in you're receiving a present.
Top 10
This
positive
provides the
characters.
basis.
Number
for
one,
eugenics
Lightning McQueen.
argument. I think children with an IQ under 130 should be called.
That reminds me of. No, that reminds me of.
To remind you of.
I hate eugenics. If you believe in eugenics, it's crazy.
Okay, that reminds me of grade 2 when that stupid motherfucker Jacob. We all had to sit on the car.
He ate his sandwich, and I just like.
This is different. This is different. So in grade 2, we're all sitting on the carpet as you do, right? Our teacher's teaching us shit, and then I remember smelling this foul stench, right? And I'm like, huh, that's really weird. And then this Jacob motherfucker goes, ew, Justin farted. And then everyone in the class turned and laughed at me. And that was the worst day of my life. That was the most humiliating experience I've ever had.
You
And
know what, Justin? I think you did fart. 'Cause whenever
I don't think I did fart.
out to Halloween,
You fart.
and you actually made
Nah, but that
everybody
wasn't me.
have a stink.
It wasn't.
Came over to
believe you. It was
Okay.
me.
Authorizing Justin's
Stuff like that never happened to me because I'm a Sigma male.
Anyway, so what I was trying to say is that I think Justin did fart. There.
I didn't fart. Hey Eve, how about you tell us about how he eats a sandwich? Hey Eve, how about you tell us about how Jacob eats his sandwich?
Hey, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Fuck you.
I think Justin did fart because when he came over to my house on Halloween,
I heard you already. I heard you already.
he farted so much my entire basement fucking smelled, and my family complained. So that's why I think Justin.
It's not
farted
working.
there.
It's not working.
You fart.
I can't fucking I can't server mute him. It's not working.
Well, he's
You
telling the
fart
truth.
so damn
I'm not. He's not the. Okay, tell me about.
Jaden was there. Jaden was
We were
there.
at Hayden's
I was
house for
there,
a
and I-
birthday party. We were at Hayden's for his birthday, hanging out, and this guy came. He came and he farted. He farted. No, there was no place he could escape the stench.
It wasn't even that
Justin
bad.
came after playing soccer.
What do you
And
mean?
all of a sudden,
I was
fart.
on the floor. I was on the floor writhing. Colder.
Oh, hit a canker, bro.
I was just between smelling and breathing.
All right.
Boys,
It was
yes,
one
man.
of those
All right.
things
Shut up.
where
Shut up. Shut up.
If you tried to
What?
put it through
Um,
your mouth, you
I'm
could
gonna be
taste it
honest with
through
you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think
You don't smell good.
You smell so bad. You're a stinky guy.
I'm gonna be
You're
honest with you
stinky
guys.
little guy.
I think that
Hi, Dad.
Lightning McQueen.
Justin,
Lightning
cut this
McQueen
part out.
present right there.
Lightning McQueen.
Cut it out.
This is gonna end up in a top 10 Twitch fails.
Or did they like open your door and then like run back upstairs really quickly?
They're there to kill you.
Yeah.
Have a podcast without him. Oh, never mind. It's coming back. He's
Hey,
gonna find this in
Justin.
the recording. Hey, Justin, fuck
Shut
you.
up.
Hey, welcome back, buddy.
Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. Top 10, not top 10, hottest fictional characters. Eve, why don't you tell us
Come on,
your
I can
pick?
start us off.
What can I say to make Twitter mad at me immediately?
There's a lot. There's a
I'll
whole
put a
lot.
minor.
Anything.
I like a woman that is around my age and with a
Oh, here we go.
normal, healthy build.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Alright, that wraps that up. Hey, who's your favorite?
Normal and
oh,
healthy
that-
is objective, and it's 5'8", 130 pounds.
Okay, Hayden, who's your
Alright,
favorite?
anyways, I haven't been talking about this woman for a while, but if I'm being honest, I think Ryuko Matsumoto from Kill la Kill is very attractive. Although she'll probably stomp on my balls and kill me. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Okay.
Is her name Rui?
I think,
No.
Really.
I,
No, you're talking about Nui Harume, that little short bitch. Fuck her. I don't like her.
I think Chica. Chica is my favorite.
Chica from FNAF.
Which one?
She can take. She can.
The
take
one
her
from
bitch.
Toy Chica from
She can
Yeah,
FNAF
you're
2.
talking about-
I like the one from the fourth one.
No,
One
you
with all the
don't.
teeth.
No, you don't. Hey, Amanda, who's your
We're talking
favorite?
about Chica, Toy
The wood
Chica,
chica.
Nightmare
From
Chica,
I said
Wood
Toy
Chica.
Chica. I said Toy
Yeah,
Chica.
eviscerate
Yeah,
my
that's better.
Favorite
That's better,
Chica?
buddy.
Hey, Amanda, who's the hottest fictional character?
Yeah, Amanda.
She's doing the little. Dude, she's doing the little.
I don't know.
That's what I
That
do when I
guy,
think about
the-
Astolfo from FNAF.
Both of the guys, when the one got arrested or whatever from Blue's Clues, they're not fictional, but both of the guys.
her out.
Doesn't count. Doesn't
Both of them.
count. Get the
It
hell
doesn't
out of here.
count.
Shut up.
Doesn't
Get
count.
out.
How does that count?
That could be like animated.
Fucking little dinosaur,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
Did you say Duck Dynasty?
The Wild Crab.
I love
Alaskan
Wild
Monsters.
I used to watch Duck Dynasty all the time with my mom. We watched them blow up beaver dams, and it was awesome.
Alaskan Monsters, bro.
Yeah, don't get me started on Alaskan Monsters. I fucking love that show. They hunted like a 9-foot tall
crazy.
ghost bear. That's what they called it. It was literally just like a bear with like a skin pigment like deficiency or something.
Michael Jackson and vitiligo.
Yeah, exactly. And they were interviewing this one guy, and they had the most fake ass fucking roar, like MP3 play over it, and then they all just started running.
Don't ruin that
Shit ever.
show for me. Don't ruin that show for me. If you haven't watched Alaskan Monsters, you gotta watch it. It's great.
Hey,
show.
Jaden, who's your favorite, huh?
Production value. I love it.
Who's my favorite?
Yeah.
Me.
The fucking CGI Bigfoot in the show Finding Bigfoot.
Oh, I see. My
We're talking
favorite.
about
That show's
Alaskan
real.
Monsters. We're talking about Alaskan. We're not. We're talking about Alaskan Monsters.
Well, that's a better show, but
My favorite.
No.
What's his name? Krusty.
is it?
His name's Krusty.
Rusty.
Yeah, and he has the bun in his beard. He's awesome.
Hold on, I'm gonna look.
It's
I'm gonna
that
look it up.
dude. That's what I was thinking about, bro.
Yeah,
Nah,
He's
bro.
also
Who's
famous. But Krusty's only the team leader.
I
in
like
the
um.
Bigfoot edition. There's regular Alaskan.
I like
Monsters,
the
and
one
Little
with
Bear.
with the white beard, and then he has a little thing right here, and then it goes out more. I like that
Yeah,
guy.
Can I tell you
Krusty.
something?
That's Krusty.
Yeah, I like Krusty.
That show has 3.2 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yeah,
IMDb
IMDb is bullshit.
Critics are there to be.
To be rude.
Haters.
critical and just.
No, they're there to be.
Special. Is different.
Yeah, my favorite character was
They're
Krusty.
there
I
to be
like that guy.
pretentious and snobby and act like they know what.
I'm
the
gonna
general
read some
audience
reviews,
wants.
okay?
They don't know what the general audience wants.
Okay, here's a
They're there to
review.
be- they're
Hayden,
there to
turn
be
on your
pretentious
camera.
and act like know-it-alls.
I'm reading it on my phone.
Now here's a review, okay? This group of hunters are such big drama queens, so fake, ache, and exaggerated that
Come on.
that it's comical.
I mean.
What a waste
This
of
is what I
time.
mean.
What do you think about that? What do you think about
This
It
is
that?
had the exact same energy
Yeah.
as you smell like you
Yeah,
farted.
they're there to be
farted,
critical. Of
farted,
course
farted.
it's
It had the
fake. It's a
exact same
Bigfoot
energy.
show.
Hey, let you
Of
talk.
course it's
Come on.
of course it's fake. Of course it's fake. Of course it's played up. Of course it's dramatic because it's a Bigfoot show.
Yeah,
fucking
come on,
fake.
have some fun, you asshole. This one says
They
Real
act
though.
like they know what the general audience thinks.
This
That's
one
not
says
what-
1 out of
Fuck.
10. Oh, sorry.
Fucking ass. This is what they when you look at Rotten Tomato reviews and the critic score is so different from the audience score. That's what I think all critics should be fired. I don't know why critic is a job at all. Should let
Yeah, I'm
people
a professional
review things.
judger.
I eat food and then talk about it.
Yeah, I eat chilies and I say your grandmother's sauce fucking sucks.
If you're
And then
a
she
critic,
goes home and
if you're,
cries
if you're
and
a
tears
critic,
herself.
I'm coming for blood.
Let's see. I'm gonna filter by 10 stars. Okay,
It's
wait.
just gonna be like, our review's just gonna say good show.
10 out of 10. What do you expect? After reading all the reviews on here, I am somewhat shocked. Of course, this show is similar to Mountain Monsters. I guess I am one of very few that find this kind of entertainment really cool and really fun. I know these guys aren't going to capture anything except for themselves, maybe, and I do believe that Bigfoot is real, as well as some other type of creatures not known yet. But it's loads of fun, and Alaska has the most beautiful scenery I've ever seen. So chill out and enjoy the storylines as they unfold, and don't take it too seriously. It's all in fun. I agree.
Exactly.
I agree with
It's
that.
a TV show. It's a
That's a
TV show
proper
meant
critic.
for lighthearted fun. Get this guy a job or something.
Make a professional critic.
When they hire for critics, they just look at who's the biggest prick.
1 out of 10. Moronic. Why would a bunch of yahoos pointing guns at each other be considered entertaining?
Yahoo.
Worst display of gun safety I have ever seen. Dumbest television show ever.
The duality, man. And you know it's some 12-year-old. It's some 12-year-old writing that, or some 54-year-old man from South Carolina. They're writing that shit.
Exactly.
South Carolina.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's either a 12-year-old who just started watching like videos on YouTube about guns and stuff, and now he's some sort of range expert.
Yes.
Or it's some
That's true, but I also like the
54-year-old
show
lady who
Finding
lost her
Bigfoot.
son in a shooting and now she's deeply horrified of guns.
Not even shooting. Her son was around Columbine at the time.
And then
But
she's
a gun
horrified.
safety advocate. Don't get me started on gun safety advocates. If you look at the propaganda, no, because it's
I swear you
propaganda.
cut.
It's lies. It's lies and it's propaganda. If you look at the interviews, there was a woman running for Texas governor. I forgot her name because I'm Canadian. She was running for Texas governor on the news, blatantly lying, saying AR-15s weighed as much as 10 boxes full of things you'd be moving, or they could shoot down airplanes. An AR-15 bullet is about that big. Like
That's enough
that
to take
big.
down a big plane.
On planes.
Plane.
Good shot. That's all it takes.
Hayden,
I've
were
seen-
you gonna
I've
say
seen
something?
4-year-olds. I've seen 4-year-olds shoot AR-15s.
Yeah, me too.
Because there's no recoil.
It was kind of sad.
4-year-old.
Politicians need to stop lying. I would kill them.
Hey Hayden, were you gonna say something earlier?
I was just talking about how I like the show Finding Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah, like Finding Bigfoot.
I hate Finding Bigfoot.
Hey, well, listen,
It's so
I'm a
much
big
worse
fan.
than
My favorite
Lasting
character on the show
Monsters.
is Clay. Now, I wasn't a big fan of Renee because she was a bitch and a skeptic.
Yeah, true.
I forgot his name, but he was the one big guy. He walked around as if he had a stroke because he didn't move his arms. But he was also my favorite. He was one of my favorites, too. It's a little base that my least favorite character was the girl, and my two favorites were the guys. But,
Awesome.
Looking at you.
I mean, he did do a really funny
hate
Sasquatch
women.
call. He'd go,
Would he do that? Yo, Jen, can you advocate for that?
I wasn't listening.
You would the what was?
Those two
I wasn't
those
paying
two
attention
guys.
either. What was Hayden saying?
Yeah.
Someone his favorite character would do a call like
Yeah, he liked the Sasquatch call that he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you advocate for that? You said you watched it, right? Yeah, he's sad now. What a
I
pussy.
gotta watch. Really watch this show, man.
What a pussy. Now he's crying.
Sorry, bud.
Sorry. Sorry, man. Do I still have top? I don't have top 10 butts anymore, man.
love
I
Top
realize now that I never answered who my
Yeah,
who my
who's your
favorite character
hot-
was. Who my favorite hot character was.
Mm.
when I was younger, I played this game called
I
Sly
wanna hear
Cooper,
it.
right? It's about a thieving
Cooper.
raccoon and his family, right?
What do you like, the fox?
Yeah.
And then
they
this
like
woman,
Carmilla
this
Fox.
woman, Carmelita Fox. Oh my goodness, she was.
You know, there's something about when he says Carmelita Fox.
Yeah,
There's
you know,
something
there's.
about a guy.
You know what that
or
reminds me of?
about-
Carlitos.
I like
Remember
Carlitos. I
Carlitos?
like user Carlitos.
Yeah, when he made that one
Didn't he
really
say something
racist
racist?
TikTok.
What did he
Yeah, no, he
say?
made a TikTok and he was holding his eyes like this and he said, "I'm China man."
Uh-oh. Why did he do that?
I don't know, but then he deleted the video and I
Good
haven't heard
man.
from him since. And
Why
then he
is
followed
my
me back on TikTok. It was really funny.
He called you.
Listen,
No, he didn't.
You know him?
No.
Why is my
That guy looks
dad
like a fucking
calling me,
clown.
bro? Hold on.
Why don't I have a mic? Jaden has an awesome mic stand. And I'm
Oh
bad.
yeah. It's really good. Too bad I don't say anything useful out of it.
You're there to be cool. I like you. You're cool.
Yeah, isn't it funny how Amanda has a really good mic, but she never talks.
Yeah.
Good. Keep it that way.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm right.
I have
Accept the
stand,
defeat.
but I can't figure out how to set it up.
That's a really
No,
short
it's
tripod.
how could
Yeah.
you don't know how to set up a
You
microphone?
got that from your
stand?
school's fun
Because
fair.
the pieces just aren't
Got that
fitting
from
together.
Dollarama.
Because what?
The pieces just aren't fitting together.
Hold on, I
Pieces
got a
are
good
hard to fit
I got
in.
a pop filter too, but I like can't figure out how to.
Putting a sock
didn't
over it.
come with it didn't come
Yeah,
with
put the sock
instructions in
on.
the box.
I don't know. I don't have them. If they did,
Idiot.
mike's old, man.
You should it's
Like
it's
7
simple
years.
enough to figure out. You look at pictures of it and then you try and make it into the pictures with some screws and whatnot.
What are we talking about? I was calling my dad.
This is why the human race has been on a steady decline since the civil rights movement, where they decided to give women the right to vote. Women
I don't like where
are
this is going.
Alright.
I don't think I'm gonna
When
put
you
this
look at
part
the
in.
majority
I
of
don't think I'm gonna
left-wing
put this
voters,
part in,
when you look
bro.
at the majority of left-wing voters, they're
I'm
very
not gonna
white.
put this in. I'm sorry. But I'm
I'm
not
taking off my pants now. I hope no one sees this.
gonna.
Get your fucking little knee out of here.
I'd like to
you
read an
ruffian.
excerpt. I'd like to read an excerpt.
All right, let's read this
Ted
excerpt and then let's finish this off.
Actually, I actually don't have. I don't have the text with me. I was
Oh,
waiting for
with you,
someone to
but you
send
know of it.
Teach
I know of the excerpt from Ted Kaczynski's manifesto,
Oh,
where he explains that the leftists are self-loathing and they're self-hating, sad people,
Ew.
and they vote with guilt and they associate with people that will validate their guilt. And you know who I think made
Thank you,
a
Ted
very
Kaczynski.
very good
Hi, Ted.
point.
Thanks, Mr.
very good
Yuna.
addition to this topic. Where yeah. Listen,
You and
that
Mama.
was one time. That was one time, man. That was a one time. He was
Exactly.
and it was for
It was
a
a one
good
time.
cause. It was for a good cause.
Let's justify the Unabomber.
Listen, he was okay, but listen to what he's saying and tell me one thing that isn't right.
I haven't researched enough
No.
to have an opinion. Why? What does he say?
2 hands, you fucking ape.
What does he say? He
He said talking about how the over socialized man is waiting for society to tell him what and what not to do and how that's wrong. So much so that he starts doing it to himself and he places boundaries on himself and tries to validate his tries to use oftentimes racial guilt against him. That's why you see this white savior complex very often on Twitter.
All right,
You
guys.
see a lot of
I
left
think that's it for the episode.
I think-
Thanks for tuning into the first episode of the Homie Circle.
How do you think we should control the Amish population?
I think
Man,
that
like
we
that.
should bury them under their
Turkey.
stupid barns.
They're gonna take our
Make
telephone.
Just
them,
gonna-
make them listen to,
they're
make them
gonna
listen
No,
to
we'll
Catholic
open up.
music
We'll
while
open up a
following the Lord.
Costco. We'll open up a Costco solely for Amish people, and
Solely
there's
for
gonna
Amish
be
people.
there's gonna be rat poison in all of the food.
Okay.
They, they won't fall the
I
rat
don't
poison.
see that.
There's
They won't
gonna
fall
be
the rat
there's gonna
poison.
be asbestos in
play-
the air.
No, you have to make them listen to Kanye West, and then their primitive brains will melt.
Yeah, they'll turn in light and let them listen to Kanye West and Joe
Their
Rogan.
Their brains will fall out of their ears.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
when
they'll
a
be
super tracks
enlightened.
the
We'll
Amish
have
tracks,
no more Amish and we'll only have normal.
No,
real
normal.
people.
I think you mean degenerates. I think you mean degenerates.
No, we'll have no more Amish and more
Earth
real
rapists.
people. Amish people aren't real.
You degenerates are earth rapists.
I like the earth.
Amish people Amish people are kind of like Australians. They're all just paid actors. They're like they're world building. And so are Mennonites. When have you ever seen a real Mennonite?
When my parents
Oh,
used
I've
to buy
seen
In Toronto
produce from
Union
Mennonites.
See
He
'em all
used
the
to buy
time.
produce from Mennonites.
No, fuck you. What were you gonna say? Ian?
Real.
Do you think British people still do the accent when they're
No,
No.
no fucking way, bro.
fakers?
Only like
I don't know
500
why.
years ago, it used to sound like the American accent. It used to sound something like that. And then only recently, it's been like, oi, oi, you know what I mean? Ow.
Blood.
Oi,
I'm
oi,
British.
I'm gonna kill the queen to get 3 days off. They say shit like
The
that.
queen has 3 more days.
Where do you think the Queen Elizabeth keeps her British people eggs that she lays like a queen bee?
Under
The
her
London
throne.
Eye, and
The
then they like
larvae.
shoot out.
In the sewage system.
The larvae.
They
I-
rain down.
I don't think Queen Elizabeth is gonna die. I think she's gonna live forever.
Not yet.
Oh, she has the secrets,
She's
bro.
like, I bet she's researching like some immunity to like everything.
Yo, the queen
Maybe
don't
she'll make
crack.
a life serum.
Work.
Do you think Queen Elizabeth will die of natural causes, or do you think Hillary Clinton's gonna get to her first?
The
Hillary
globule's gonna get her. glob
she's gonna huck her glob on her. Nah, I think
like John McAfee.
nah, I think with
McAfee in a Spanish prison, he was harvested for.
I think with all of the with
his
all the
organ
children,
harvested.
I think with all the children that Queen Elizabeth
Except for me. What you just said
I-
about Mr. McAfee.
I think I didn't hear him. I think that all of the children that the queen has trafficked are just working on a life serum.
Okay, but what about all the children that the Clintons have eaten to refill
Wow.
their adrenochrome? They harvest it from the newborn babies. They harvest the adrenochrome, and it'll help them live longer.
Yeah, they should just die already.
How old is Bill Clinton? Let me find this.
Too old.
He's not that old. I think he's
Like
in his
70s.
60s.
How old is
60?
Bill Clinton?
Probably 65.
He's 74. Hey, my boy still looks young. He's still
Yeah,
He doesn't.
That's all that sex that he had. All the
Yeah.
sex that he had. Joe Biden looks and acts 80 because he doesn't.
Joe
have sex.
Biden is actually 78, so
Yeah, the closest you
All
can
the-
get
all
is to
the
sniffing
The
children.
children are too fast for his old crippled legs.
You can't get him,
Like it-
man. You can't get these grimy
get the
hands on him.
Yeah, all you can do is sniff the senator's
until
daughter.
Not until the politicians bring their daughters to take pictures with the vice president or the president and grabs them and
Yeah,
just
they can't snatch you and
Leave
nah,
us
he's just so old, and his dementia is so bad that he just forgets that he's not allowed to do that.
yeah.
Stop biting your nails.
Do you think the diddling of children is due to Parkinson's, or do you think he's semi-consciously doing that?
I think he's on purpose, bro.
Sleepy Joe versus
He's
Rosa
not- he's
Parks.
not-
Sleepy
Yeah,
Joe
that-
versus me. Honestly, Sleepy
wonder-
Joe versus me.
As soon as they put Joe Biden in, as soon as he sat down in the Oval Office, they drilled into his head and put the radio transmitter in there.
I bet he's just a rotting corpse. He's actually just sitting there like,
He's
Yeah,
a
there's the invisible
No, like-
man who's moving him.
Like in the cartoons when they put the sunglasses over the sleeping case and control
Yeah,
the strings. So
Then someone snuck into his mouth and he was sleeping and they control his body.
Joe
like a
Biden.
suit.
Joe Biden is just two little old people in a trench coat.
God.
controlling the meat suit.
No, it's
I had a dream
it's
about
the
that when I was
it's
7.
government spies from the People's Republic of China that
Oh.
don't have any idea about U.S. culture.
What kind of
They
weird?
they're sitting in their trench coat and they just go, yes, yes, we love ice cream and we hate black people.
Wait, what kind of? What's the weirdest dream you guys have ever had?
Oh, can I start?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I should say that.
I have a couple good ones. Yeah, I'll tell a couple good ones. So when I think this one's really weird. This is when I was like 9 or 10, and this is when I first found out about like important shit.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know why, but I just dreamt about specifically being in my gyms, like no, my old school, my elementary school's gym, just
Yeah.
surrounded by a bunch of naked women, and like it varied, and like
Oh, the
their
dream.
their, their bodies, like their body types, just ranged from uh, largest breasts in the world to just normal ass woman, and
You see
and
your
on top
average,
of
your
Sleepy-
average
and on top of the
Joe.
Sleepy Joe meat suit, that also happened.
Yeah.
Someone was being controlled like a meat puppet, and it was so fucking weird. And I remember it so vividly to this day. And then I had a dream of making friends with Shark Boy and Lava Girl not too long after.
That actually sounds bomb as fuck. That sounds like a cool dream. Jane, what about you?
I can't think right now.
Jane, is it weirder than having a dream about someone getting controlled like a meat puppet?
Why?
I don't know.
No, then I had a dream about raw dogging this person I know.
Sweet.
Was it me?
Wait, is it sweet or not?
No, nobody
it a
here
man?
knows him. No, it was a girl.
So it was me.
Ottawa.
All right, Jaden, come on, tell us. Come on, spill the beans.
I don't even like know. I'm not even joking. I don't remember any of my dreams.
Hey
It's
Eve,
all
what
just
about you?
gone.
What about you?
The only dream I can actually remember is the one nightmare I've had in my life,
I've had
and it
so
was
many
me. It was me being chased by like some sort of croissant or armadillo thing. I don't know.
Croissant!
It's just it's a croissant with a French accent, bro.
It was either like a croissant or an armadillo with
Yeah.
like legs, and it was chasing me down my complex or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was the only nightmare I've ever had. The only bad dream.
I
think
remember.
I've
I
ever
do
had.
remember one. It's not that strange. I remember I used to have a minivan. Yeah, it's a rusty minivan,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of the front air or what do you call that shit on the front, like the grill?
The
No,
grill,
not
the
yeah,
grill.
the grill. Kind of looked like a big face, right? And I just remember my two cars chasing me. Like they looked kind of like Transformers and shit.
It's like the ghost light.
They were chasing me down the street, and I just couldn't move. I couldn't do anything
Aiden.
about it, man.
God.
do
Aiden, you
anything
look like
about it.
Lord.
Hey Amanda, what about
You
you?
look like Lord.
The girl that sung Royal?
Yeah, the girl that looks like running on empty food. Report of the week. Report of the week.
Amanda, what was your weirdest dream or nightmare?
I don't really dream a lot, but this
You're a
one
robot.
Everyone
She doesn't
dreams.
dream. She doesn't
You
dream
know
because
those,
she's
like-
a robot.
you know,
Amanda,
no.
where's your government barcode?
away from
Where's
me.
your government barcode?
Yo, show us the back of your head. Pull up your hand. Show us the back of your head.
Yeah, like
Hitman.
like Hitman. Yeah.
All right, what was
Where's
the
your
dream?
barcode?
What was the dream?
Is it a
You
good
know-
or bad dream?
You know
Just say
those?
that.
It was. You know those like sheds, like the stone sheds that like elementary schools have,
Yeah, yeah.
like outdoor equipment.
And all the
I
kids
could
would want to
never-
climb them. Yeah.
Yeah. I could never like figure out what was inside those things because I've never actually like
Dead
seen them
children.
open. So and it like it like haunted
Janitor
me for
Spanks in there.
years. I never understood. I don't know why I didn't just ask, but I had a dream where I was
Pussy.
I somehow got the keys to them. I went I went in there and there was like those like really pale sex dolls with the like red
With the big red lips.
red
There's
lips.
there's the
Yeah, yeah.
inflatable latex.
It was like, so you know, like if you open a room and it's like bigger than it looks on the outside. It's
Or
like
a non-Euclidean
it was one of
space.
those, and a bunch of sex dolls like hung up on like meat meat hooks. You know,
Yeah.
the ones in butchers thing.
Holy
around
fuck.
there. And then there's like deflated ones. And then I woke
Yeah,
up.
those are the ones that had this time.
Someone used it too much.
So what about you? What's
I
the
would
weird
never
thing you
look
saw?
at my I would never look at my custodian the
There was
same.
this time in like grade 8. Yeah, it was grade 8 where I was sitting there. I brought lockpicks to school, and I was sitting there. And I was
Oh, I
picking this
remember
lock.
that.
I was picking this lock on it was like a storage shed or whatever. And this teacher kept calling me over, and she was like, "Are you picking locks? Are you pick?" And I was like, "I'm in grade 8. Where would I get a lock today?" And I managed to convince her that she was stupid because
Yeah, I remember that. You were talking to her for so long.
Yeah, she kept calling me over and she kept trying to get me in trouble or send me to the principal or whatever because she was like, "Oh, you're
She's
messing with the locks
racist.
and doing," and I convinced her that she was paranoid and being all stupid because
Oh,
because somehow an 8th grader would get like a lockpick or something. I was
As
like,
an
and I
eighth grader
had them in my pocket.
Nah, but for the dreams, I haven't had like that weird of ones.
Gaslight gatekeep girl boss.
Like when I was younger. So this one wasn't as bad, but when I was younger in kindergarten, like, do you guys remember that ghost from Ben 10? It was like green, it had one
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a dream
I
where
was so
me
scared
and
of
my
that.
then girlfriend at the time, we were in a factory, and it was empty, and it was a horrible factory. They literally made nothing. It was just like an industrial fucking plant with nothing in it. And then we were
Yeah.
running around, and then it killed me, and I saved her. But the one that resonates with me is when I was in an abandoned building, and then we found a little crack, and we went under it, and there was like I don't know, there was like a fucking jungle gym, but there was a stage in the middle of it, and then everything from like the original FNAF just started fucking playing, and then they all started singing, singing and shit, and then my sister fucking.
Whoa, everybody's mind was blown.
then my sister died, and I remember I was like fucking convinced that she was actually dead. I like got home in my dream, and I like cried with my brother-in-law and my mom. Then I woke up, and I was just sad.
Does that remind me of another dream I had?
What?
This is right after I watched the movie James and the Giant Peach.
oh my god.
And sorry, I have a hair in my mouth.
You
In the very
fucked
beginning,
that.
it talks about how I don't know who died, but like actually, no, I don't think anybody did. But there's like this one like big like cloud ball that like appeared in the sky. This is me describing the James and the Giant Peach movie, by the way, at the very beginning. And I had the dream that out my window I saw this giant ball made out of clouds coming towards my window, and then I got warped onto the giant peach. And then it fucking killed my family.
Hell yeah, at least you lived, man.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You get to like watch it. Hello.
Yeah,
You know
the
what
whole
movie?
entire family, and I was stuck on this giant peach floating in the sky, and I think I cried a lot in that dream. My entire family just got
Was it?
slaughtered by a giant ball made out of cloud. And then when I woke up, I vowed to myself to never watch that movie again.
You vowed to
I'm gonna
yourself to
watch it
never
with
let
you
your
later.
parents
I'm
die.
gonna watch it with you.
No, dude, he made a vow to himself. Made a vow.
No,
I'm like a monk who like doesn't
Respect it.
break their vows silent.
you know what movie fucked me up? It was Mars Needs Mom.
Oh my god, bro! I remember that shit. The big fucker, the big hairy fucker that was living on Mars in the trash pile.
Yeah, it was
Remember it.
the animation and the story that was so like terrifying. And I
Yeah.
watched it back recently. I watched that movie because it's on Netflix, I think,
Oh, it is?
and or it's either on Netflix or Disney Plus or something like that. But I watched it, and I was like, it's not even. I was still kind of scary. Like I'm gonna admit the animation is
It's a
like
little
terrifying.
scary. I don't like
It
it.
was that time where Disney was just shifting to like CGI animation instead of the hand drawn stuff. So what
I
they were
miss
making was like hell spawns. And I remember I watched that movie on YTV one time, and then I was like so scared of it.
YTV either had the shittiest movies or the best ones. Man, I saw that Flash.
my
I'm
mom
looking for something. I don't know.
my mom used to threaten me with the Marsden's mom whenever I was like being bad or whatever. She'd say maybe I'll go to Mars because they need moms, and then I'd start crying.
No, when I was younger, so I had this like TV in my room, and
No
like,
fair.
my my parents
Man, look at
my parents would turn on YTV. That oh my god.
Flashbang, bro.
They'd
flashbang.
they'd turn on YTV for me, and they would set my TV like on a setting where it would sleep, and it would sleep after like 20 minutes, and I would always get to watch Just for Laughs gags, but like the one for kids for like 5 minutes, which is horrible enough, and then after that the fucking haunting hour would come on, bro, and I'd be so scared that I'd just turn around. I would just fucking turn around. I'd just fall asleep. I was so sad.
Oh my god.
No, I hated that shit. I'd watch Just for Laugh gags too, and I'd watch it. I think it was
It's
funny, but I didn't know what was going on.
me neither.
From
They're just running
Montreal.
around. They call like parents over and shit. Like, help
Yeah.
me the fuck out, bro. And then it was just some
And then
shitty ass prank.
they'd throw a baby into traffic or some shit like that.
It was kind of terrible.
My parents had a TV in their room when I was really little, and so I'd go into their bed and I'd sleep in their bed, right? But I'd stay up watching TV until like 3 a.m. or something, because I was a little shit, just fucking.
Jesus, man.
I'd watch remember I watched Robot Chicken
Oh my
on like the
God.
3 a.m.
That sucked,
Teletoon,
man. I'm sorry. That show wasn't
and
good.
it scared the shit out of
Oh
me.
my god. When it was late, as a child watching it, dude.
It scared the shit out of me when I watched.
Oh my
He
god.
dropped his phone and he accidentally disconnected.
Nah, when I
Oh my
watched Robot Chicken, that actually fucking horrified me.
Like the opening to it where the doctor's like fucking taking apart the chicken and
Yeah,
cocks.
Dude, that was
I wish we had like an actual Adult Swim channel. Well, we do.
oh my
I do.
Well, I think I might. Actually, no, I don't think I do.
I
Cause you have to pay for Adult Swim, I think, in like Canada.
pay
or
for
whatever.
every TV channel,
Yeah,
bro.
you do, because it's its own
Oh.
channel now.
Yeah.
It used to just come on after Cartoon Network, but now it's
Yeah,
its
we're
own
fucking
Adult Swim channel.
Teletoon. Is Teletoon literally just
Yeah,
Canadian Cartoon
Teletoon.
Network?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
pretty
what it
much.
is. And it played Johnny Test.
Yo, Johnny Test is fucking
You
awesome.
can't
Johnny
trust a
Test is my
motherfucker
shit.
who doesn't like Johnny Test.
I would
If
never.
I see anybody say they don't like Johnny Test, they're getting put in the paper.
I like
gonna taste leather.
I like
I'm
Marmaduke,
putting
Bling Bling Boy, and the Bling Bling Boy, and the two
Marmaduke?
security, or
Marmaduke,
Dookie. I mean Dookie. Yeah,
Dookie.
yeah, and
You're
the two
fucking
security guards. Hey, I corrected myself, bro.
The two security guards were my favorite characters.
Yeah,
They
I
were
like the one
they
white
were
guy who's like,
federal.
I grew up
They were
Malaysia.
federal
that's
agents.
bro.
Security guards. Come on, man.
I don't know
Sometimes
why
they
I
got
call them that.
demoted to cop. Sometimes they got demoted to cop, but
They're like, we got demoted
Mr.
to
Black
cop.
and Mr. White.
god.
Nathan Walter.
They're black and white. Which one's which?
The black one was Mr. White, and the white one was Mr. Black.
That's
Wait, were they
nice.
really?
Yeah.
I like when the white guy
Oh,
is,
bro, I actually wouldn't have even understood that when I was younger because like not until I was like 7, I didn't know what black people were. I just thought we were like. No, because like. No, not that I've never seen one. I was just like, I didn't know that people were like, that one's black and that one's white.
He didn't know that black
Oh, you're
people
so
were
diverse.
people.
I wasn't born a racist. I was
He didn't
turned into one, bro.
believe that black people were
We
people.
turned
What?
into one.
Yeah, so you aren't born racist. You get taught it. Life lessons.
I don't know. My mom's black. My mom's like light skinned black, so, and she's still kind of distrusting of dark skinned people.
Hmm.
My favorite part of Johnny Test is when Mr.
don't
Black, the
endorse
white cop, said,
Yeah.
no, oh, oops, excuse me. When Mr. White was having an argument with Johnny Test, and then Mr. Black was in
I
the
have
black.
me.
Excuse me, when Mr. Black was in the back of a police car or some kind of car, and he just chimes in and just says, "I blew up Malaysia." I like that part
No,
a
you
lot.
did not. No
I
way.
think
Yeah.
my favorite
Let's just-
episode of Johnny Test. My favorite episode of Johnny Test was when the sisters were developing some hair growth serum or something. Bling Bling got it, and he got covered in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Into
so
Bigfoot.
he got he got
Cum.
turned into a Bigfoot, and so they were chasing around trying to bomb him and shit. They brought the whole military, and then eventually they just chased him up into Canada, and that's where the episode ended. They go, well,
Now he's
it's
like,
Canada's
Canada's
problem.
problem.
Yeah, it's Canada's problem. They were like using stealth bombers on the Bigfoot, and then they let it just go into Canada and go, okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I will deal with it.
more.
No, but
Yeah.
they depicted Canadians in that show fucking horribly.
Even
Like,
even
the
if
Mounties had like a
Even if it
robot.
was literally just the
it was a
RCMP.
Canadian show too. It was a Canadian show, and I'm pretty sure it was a Canadian show.
Yeah, no, like they had.
Yeah.
They.
Characters
And
with RCMP.
the Canadians, no, but the only Canadians we ever saw were Mounties.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the rest of
remember
them.
they were watching this movie in Johnny Test. So Johnny was watching a movie about like the Canadian Mounties or something. Like it had the Canadian Mounties in it. I think it was like some horror movie. Then the Canadian Mounties came to save someone, but they had
As they
fucking robot horses. Their horses were made out of robots, and he got so scared of that. Yeah, and then he's like, "Are those real?" And he's like, "There's no way those are real." And then somehow he gets into Canada, and he's like, and then the Mounties are like, "Hey, you're not supposed to be in Canada." So then they chase him out, or like he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't
Not
know."
supposed to be
And
here.
then their horses turn into fucking robots in front of his very eyes.
Well,
He's
how
like,
would
"Oh god, they were real." And then he shits himself and runs away.
Oh my god.
Hey guys, I'm tired.
Yeah,
I
you
like
know
how
what,
I was
guys?
playing Smash
This
without you.
episode has gone on for 45 minutes. I think that's pretty good. And that's a,
That's a good place.
I think the RCMP in Johnny Test is a good way to end it. To be honest.
My dad
Robot.
works with the RCMP, and he taught an RCMP officer what based meant, and he used drunk driving as an example of what based meant.
Your dad is so old
My
yet
dad's
so
awesome. My
wise.
dad's awesome.
All right,
Yeah,
but
he's so wise.
thank you guys for watching the Homie Circle podcast.
Good
Wave
night.
to the camera. Wave to the
Good
camera.
night. Yeah, wave to the camera, guys. Come on.
Bye, chat.
Bye.
Basketball.